Welcome to the class, students. After chapter 1 and chapter 2, we will start with chapter 3, metals and non-metals. Students, we will start this chapter, metals and non-metals. First, I'll just give you some introduction about this chapter. So let's go and study about it, okay?
All heard the terms metals and non-metals. Can you look around and see if they exist in your surroundings? What is your table made up of? Aluminium or wood? What about the phone or the laptop you're viewing this video on? Is it made up of metals and non-metals? As a matter of fact, it is. Almost everything around will be made up of either a metal or a non-metal. But how do you differentiate between the two? Is it as easy as the difference between the two colors, black and white? Well, for that, let us look at the physical properties of each category in detail. Let us take, for example, the ornaments. Any of the ornaments will do. What do you have to say about them? You will observe that most of them are made up of gold or silver. Let us look at them closely. Do they have a shining surface? Or even the aluminium utensil in the kitchen? Does it shine? Of course, both gold and aluminium have a certain shine. Do you know what this shine is called? Well, it is called luster, and as both gold and aluminium are metals, this is known as metallic luster. Now we know that metals have a metallic luster. Now if the utensil drops on the floor, does it break into parts? No, right? That is because metals are generally hard in nature. However, this hardness varies from metal to metal. A very thin plate of gold, for example, can be easily broken with a little pressure. Plate? Did I say plate of gold? How do you think huge aluminium sheets are made? Or sheets of copper or zinc? If I take a hammer and beat them, will they break or will they turn into sheets? It is the amazing property of metals to be beaten into sheets. And we call this property of metals as malleability of metals. Most metals can be beaten into thin sheets. Do you know another important property of metals? Have you ever seen copper wires or thin gold wires used to make jewelry? Metals, by nature, can also be drawn into wires. Do you have any clue as to what this property is called? It's called ductility of metals. The ability of metals to be drawn into wires is called ductility. There is an amazing fact I want you to know. A single gram of gold can be drawn into a 2-kilometer long wire. Isn't that amazing? Well, there are some more interesting properties of metals. We learned 4 properties of metals in our earlier video. Can you name them for me? Metallic luster, malleability, ductility, and that they are hard. These were the 4 properties, right? Can you think of some more properties of metals? Metal utensils are used for cooking, aren't they? Why do you think they're used for this purpose? Which energy do we need to cook food? Heat energy. Correct. We need heat energy to cook food, and metal utensils are good conductors of heat. They help transfer heat evenly through the entire surface and provide even heating. No doubt, most metals are known to be good conductors of heat. Do you know the 2 best conductors of heat? They are silver and copper. 2 other metals like lead and mercury are comparatively poor conductors of heat. Electric wires were also made up of metals, right? Why is that? It's because they are good conductors of electricity too. If we have a battery and a bulb connected in a circuit with a metal wire, you will see that the bulb will glow when the switch is closed. And because they are good conductors of electricity, they are coated with rubber-like material. This rubber-like material acts as an insulator which protects us from being electrocuted if we touch the wire by mistake. Do you know any other property of metals? What happens when we strike a metal on a hard surface? Like utensils banging against the sink. Can you hear a sound produced by metal? Yes.
These are the physical properties. We'll study more about it. Now, bye-bye. Take care.